Yo,
Will I though?
send them that video so we can start the show with it.
That's not start the show.
Wait, what?
Send him that video so he can start the show with it.
Yeah.
You do know that the show is the show is basically started.
I can't.
I'm sorry. I just had a thought of just the three of us and the TJN logo, and I don't know. I never thought of it, and it's really funny and just unnecessary.
You're fucking evil.
You're not Mexican. You're just talented.
20 bacon, baby. What we talking about tonight?
Yeah, I
Y'all
love
know what the
that.
deal
I
is.
appreciate
It's
it.
late as fuck, and we're just gonna be talking and jiving, hanging the fuck out. Yes, it was me just now, baby. That was me, cracking the fuck up because I had a funny, and I don't want to say it on live because I feel like it's an inside joke for the crew, so I'm gonna put it in the chat. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck. How y'all doing? How the fuck y'all doing?
you macking it to where they can't see you right now?
What do you mean?
He was
You
asking
should
how
be-
you're doing.
Ted, what the fuck is happening in the private chat?
What?
It's like it's saying all three of us, but it's
That
not.
is uncalled for.
That's why I started laughing so hard because it just popped in my head for no fucking reason.
Wait, I don't know why you didn't say it.
I don't know either. You know what? I should just say, huh? So I don't know about you, audience. You can let us know because there seems to be kind of a core crew going on here, and TJN Talking Junk Network seems it could be an acronym.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom, yo.
your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Let me tell you guys about these new Dizzle edibles. Now, I know you probably heard of the drink, and just like the drink, these edibles are the truth. I'm typically a smoker, and I usually like to do it before I drive to take some of the angst off this LA traffic. But with these edibles, I don't even think about rolling up. I don't have to worry about the aroma when I get out of the car, my eyes being red. I just pop in one and I'm good to go. I'm feeling happy and ready to just take on my day. Each edible comes with 25 milligrams. You get 10 in a package, which is more than enough.
Welcome to the BreakRoom, the podcast that comes to you live every week. This is the first episode where we're doing the TJNF, the Talking Junk Network Fridays. And I believe Tyron was just about to tell you about another acronym he believes we have.
Honestly, I think it's better if it just stays as it was. If you can't figure it out, then you don't need to know the joke.
So it's going to be an insider, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's an insider if you're not paying attention. Like it's not like you can't come inside. The door's not locked. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's an inside joke, but everybody's welcome. But you gotta figure it out.
How y'all doing tonight?
Just talking junk, Negro. You know.
I know. It is what it is, right? Same old shit, different toilet.
Well, for you, different box.
There's no box. There's no bar anymore.
I don't know why the fuck you've been like denying this for years. Just let it go. I think it's cool you got a shit box, bro.
No shit box, sir. None whatsoever.
All right, he's lying, everybody. It's fine. He's posturizing.
That's fucked up.
He's trying to look good for the internet.
You are lying though.
About what? The box?
Yeah, obviously.
There was first of all, you used to say it was a bucket. Now it's a box.
It's a piss bucket, shit box.
Why wouldn't I just shit in the same bucket that I pee in?
That's disgusting. You're gonna have that shit splash back on your shit. You're a savage.
I mean,
You're a fucking savage.
It's savage to even have a bathroom bucket underneath the bar that I was sitting in.
Yeah, but there's still levels to things, and you decide, well, fuck it, I'll go to 10 anyway.
I think Tyler's theory with the box was that I would shit in the box and then take it outside to the garbage. It's already boxed.
I don't know what you did with the box. You could have used it as compost. You might have did something. You might have been doing some type of art. I don't know. People do weird shit with their shit.
That's disgusting. Art?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Call it fart.
He was like, why it smells like that? Every time we pass this wall, it was a shit wall. It was a shit wall.
It smells like shit and roses. Yeah, well, I stuck the roses to the canvas with my own shit.
You said, wait, hold on. What did you say, Jazz?
Oh, my daughter, in one of the houses, we passed by a wall, and it smelled like shit. And when why it smelled like shit, and it was a shit painted wall. Also, it had markers, so it's not like you could see the shit there.
Yeah, they did a whole little Picasso thing. Well, she did on that one wall.
The marker and then the shit.
A shit Picasso?
Yeah, shit
Picasso.
It's for you.
Did you save it?
No, I wish we could have just cut the wall out and took it with us, but
You should have cut the wall out, sent it to New York, and said some prodigy did it. Could have gotten a cool 10 grand.
or I could have just took a picture of it, got it printed out,
You can't sell that to rich people. No, you can't sell that shit. No, you gotta sell it to rich people. You gotta literally sell shit to them.
Y'all remember when they were doing those PPP loans?
Yes, I do.
First off, I wish we would have got one.
Nope. You're
Why?
full.
It would have made our business prosper.
Well, you actually
It's
have
not-
so you're not one of the people who would just be bullshitting.
Right.
So I take that back. You're not a fool. You actually are a fool because you didn't get a fucking PPP loan.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Jay?
Yeah, jeez, Jay. You dick.
Right? We could have.
Can you still apply?
I doubt it.
They already
I
caught
doubt
everybody trying to scam with that shit. Well, not everybody, but they caught a lot of people who were trying to scam.
No, they already know. We were talking about pizza fences, and we can't get no PPP loans for that.
I don't
But
know why.
these motherfuckers
Got a PPP
got it.
loan.
They figured out the worst one in history. It was a $20 billion PPP loan stolen. And
You
it was
said billion?
billion,
With a B?
Nah.
$200 billion.
No, that's not real.
No.
That's a laundering scam that went wrong.
Yeah, that's
Can
fake.
you guess what they blew it on?
I don't
Toilet paper and hookers?
know. I don't know. I thought
Any guesses?
20 million. Okay, 20. You said 200.
Dog racing?
Not 20,
I don't
bro.
know, probably buying
200
kids.
billion. 200 billion, not 20. 200.
Did they buy Epstein's Island?
Right?
No, they didn't. I'll give you a hint, right?
McDonald's.
Okay.
These things are in every music video.
They bought McDonald's, like the actual corporation.
They
You would
bought.
think,
You said they're in every music video.
yeah, every music video.
Props.
It's three things.
Lights. They bought lights. All the lights. They own all lights now.
No, all right, yeah, I
Staffing.
got you.
They own all dance performing studios.
Lamborghinis, beach houses,
Oh,
Kanye.
and
that's literally all a lie. So they're in every music video. We could sit here for hours
You
and
let
not
it,
come across that shit. We could just stay in metal and you'll never see that shit.
bro. You could go to so many different music videos.
It said beach houses and Lamborghinis.
rap music video.
Even rap videos.
Oh, you know how much it costs to rent a Lambo, bro? It's not in every rap video. It's in a
Hey,
lot. I'll give you it's a
Think about
lot.
it.
when you take out a $200 billion PPP loan, you don't care about renting. You just gonna buy the shit.
I
Nah,
guess.
said a
But
bunch
then
of items.
So it wasn't just one big one. It says tens of thousands of fraudsters splurged on Lamborghinis, vacation homes, private jet flights, and Cartier jewelry
Mm-hmm.
by fleecing the PPP loan system in a $200 billion heist, and did it because the COVID loan scheme was so easy to milk.
Are you saying this was just one person or was it a bunch of people?
I initially thought so. I'm pulling these headlines off of social media, TikTok, news outlets that put the headlines out there, and I'm screenshotting them. We're talking about them, and we're doing the research as we go along. I initially thought it was one PPP loan, but
No,
here,
yeah, no, that makes no sense, bro. There's no fucking
one
way.
person gonna get away with $200 billion.
Just say, yeah, I need this from my fucking corner store.
The PPP loan shit. I knew it wasn't just one person. Like, you know how many people got caught up in the last couple of years with that? Because you're never gonna get away with fraud in the government and taking their money from them. You get away with murder for
Hell no.
that.
Like you can literally do crime until it involves too much money or
Yeah.
money at all.
I did not hear anything else said.
No, that's
That's fine.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Jazz did, and we were kind of figuring you were on the phone anyway.
No.
Jazz, those colors make you look like a creamsicle.
Well, you know what?
I was cursing him out.
I am gonna take back what I said. That Lamborghinis and bling are in every music video.
We know that.
Thank you, you racist.
We already knew that.
You know what? The next
Blatant.
one is the reason why I retracted my statement.
There's plenty of.
It isn't any better. All right. Inmate shoots music video inside of Rikers Island.
When you say that though, did he get props and did he get dancers, like actual women to come up in there? Like he gets some guards to be like, look, I'll pay you $10,000 if you come in off your shift and shake your ass for me.
Yeah, he had Earl from down the block, cell block.
Or
C.
did he get what's his name? Tracy, whatever the fuck, who played a biatch in Longest Yard.
Video is on YouTube, bro.
Why you blurred out, my guy? You an alien?
I am.
Oh, you the one that was on that airplane freaking that bitch out, huh?
You wasn't supposed to tell nobody that.
Well, what you gonna do about it?
You'll find out tonight after the show.
All right, well, I'll tell y'all tomorrow how nothing happened.
Brazenly appears in drill rap music video filmed inside New York jail. It says here, a brazen Rikers Island inmate locked up on attempted murder and other charges was filmed in a drill rap video inside the embattled jail. The Post has learned. So this is from the post? Yeah, this is from the post.
The jumpsuit.
They sell them in commissary now.
Word? I'm gonna have to stop by.
Got moving gloves on.
The 3-minute video titled "New York's Baddest," New York's Boldest, opens with what appears to be a brawl among several men inside a cell, and then cuts to a group of inmates holding large shards of glass as if they were knives.
Word, that's hard.
Take the gun out my ankle, then shoot from an angle, raps Jones, 27, who is at times clad in an orange jail uniform. He got shot in the chest. He ran out of breath, then fell out his neck. James, known as Tay627, says in another verse.
What?
I don't know. Y'all want to hear it real quick?
He got an 8.
I mean, want is a strong word, but you can play it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
How about we?
So that I would say we're leaning towards you should skip it, but I will want to say
just to see what it looks like.
I mean, it's your show, bro. We're just here for the ride. We just thankful to be on your yacht, my guy.
Trust me.
But you know, if there's sharks and shit out there, don't tell me I have to get in the water and swim with them. Don't be that guy.
Gangster shit.
Yeah, me and Jasmine was talking about this shit the other day. It's like y'all motherfuckers is boofing iPhones in your butt to get it in here.
So the guards are in there.
Bro, iPhones are so wide at this point.
Nah. The human. Oh, it wasn't even showing this whole time. You could fit a whole raccoon in a human ass.
I don't know why we even should have a remote idea if that's possible.
Isn't that George Clooney?
That's not really the point, though. Hey, shout out to World Star.
God.
World Star. Get it.
Ock Films.
Aki with the cheese and the chopped cheese.
Right on the wall, so they put tape. It's tape. That's tape.
Yeah, it's tape. But where the fuck they get tape from?
Same place they got. I want to know where they edited this.
On the phone. Bro, you could do everything on.
All right. They must have like got some library time. Went in there, would sit down with a book and just edit it. I'm not gonna lie, like you could tell that like it was short scenes that they shot, and they used hella swipes. But I mean, they did make one in prison. That you know.
That's the lights out.
If we were playing the game of life, that would be a lifetime.
That's what he was saying.
Think he sounded like 6ix9ine?
He was giving somebody the stick.
I don't know what he sounded like. It didn't play over here.
Well,
I don't think.
No, I didn't play the sound. I just let the video play.
You think they're gonna copyright us?
You never fucking.
Not them. I don't give a fuck about the copyright. I found an even keeled medium. Like I wanted to see what it looked like, but Dre didn't want to hear what it sounded like. So
I didn't want to see.
We run that fine line. Now we're team players. We're team players.
His eyes are still soiled. You could have just soiled his ears too.
I tell you who needs to get stuck in prison.
A bunch of jail niggas with a phone. Like who cares, man? Who cares? Like nobody's gonna ever listen to that shit for real.
I bet you. Hold on. How many? Let me go to. Let me see how many views that bitch got.
I want extra because you watched it just now.
Yeah, you're right.
Free Max B.
I contributed. I can't take it out of full screen mode.
I know he's out already. I like saying it.
He's not really.
Huh?
He's not really though.
What, free?
Yes.
Good. Free Max B.
Kind of
I
fucked
mean,
up.
not good, but you know, next one has to be a bit more accurate.
I think he's in a halfway house still.
Ah,
Of course, it was in fucking Florida.
Yes, we knew that.
yes, obviously. Was it wild ass shit
Wait, what was the
involving a gator?
No,
my segue, no, it wasn't a gator, but I wish it involved a gator. I wish the sentence was eaten by gator. The segue was, you know who does need to get stuck in prison. It was a horrible segue, but she does. She needs to get shanked.
Did she put hot dogs on the pizza? Because I've been seeing that shit a lot lately, and it's bothering me.
What is that?
Motherfuckers going hard as shit about pineapple on a pizza, but then they rolling hot dogs in the fucking dough and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? How y'all got money to fuck up food this often now?
Right.
When food was cheap, there wasn't all these videos of people fucking up food like this, but now all of a sudden a fucking roll of bread is $20 and they over here shitting it in like a toilet bowl, making peanut butter and jelly and shit. Like, what the fuck?
The videos I hate that they fuck up fucking food with are the dry age shit. Like, you're fucking up a good ass steak, experimenting on how to dry age it in like fucking
wait, what?
barbecue sauce or some shit.
Right?
Huh?
They'll get like a 10-pound cut of prime beef and then they'll age it and they'll get like an ounce of usable meat. And it's like, well, bappa bappa bappa. And it's like, you're a fucking loser. Don't do this.
Aging it is fine, but
you guys
there are proven methods to the aging process. Why experiment and have the whole fucking good chunk of meat have maggots and shit on it that you can't even do nothing with? You just essentially waste
in
it.
no sense of economy.
Fuck that. I bet you said of economy. That's just dumb shit to do regardless.
You're right. Consume, Morty. Consume.
Yeah. Spend your money on bullshit. It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah. Do you own 80 different types of cologne? Because if not, you're fucking up. You don't even have to wear it. You should just own that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Consume.
This
How many types of soaps do you have, Jay? One?
How many
Is that
what?
enough? Types of soap.
Me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Yeah.
Nigga, you.
Yes.
The fuck?
Just one. I can't keep switching up.
It's not enough, nigga. You need at least 18 more.
No, I can't.
Wait, how many did you say?
One.
Just one?
Yes.
You got one bar of soap that he washes hair, face, body with. You need at least 18 bars of soap and a couple of gooey ones because you need to consume more.
A couple of gooey ones.
I thought you meant,
you know, like the body soap shits.
At a time. I have more than one bar, yes.
Why would we say to use 8 soaps at one time?
No. I'm not talking about getting an 8-pack of Dial, nigga. I'm talking about having like 18 different brands.
No.
And if at least 8 of them are not $15 each, you're not consuming well enough.
I can only use what my skin allows me to.
That's fair.
Well, you know what? If you had 18 bars of soap, you would find out how many ones would work for you, wouldn't you?
I went through about 18 fucking bars of soap before I found the one.
Well, I promise you there's at least 1,000 more. Keep going. Consume until you've tried them all, Jay. Do you not understand what the lesson is here? Don't ever stop just because you found one. Find them all, Jay. Find every soap.
I will not consume mindlessly. And
then start with the beard balms and oils. Start with all of those at $40 each. Consume every beard oil, Jay. Manifest a closet of beard oil.
No, thank you. That's once you have one, you have them all.
Probably. I have one. I feel like I have them all.
Right. Do you know what happens when you consume mindlessly? No, that's a bad segue. No segue.
You get fat?
No. I'm not even.
No, you get broke.
Let me just say the fucking headline. Fuck. Teen mother charged after reportedly giving her 9-month-old infant a fentanyl-laced bottle.
What?
That's crazy. She either tried to get that baby high or kill him. Same difference, really.
A 9-month-old baby. Yeah. Florida. No, the baby died though.
Yeah, she didn't want that.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
that's fucking terrible.
Hey, fucking fucking down. You can't say that to baby.
I don't know. There's a guy right now somewhere sitting listening to this saying, "You a lying motherfucker. That fentanyl some good shit."
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, well, that person is
It's just not for
fucking
babies.
stupid. They're fucking
Very-
stupid.
We don't
Uh,
condone fentanyl consumption here. It's horrible.
I don't at all. Nothing even remotely with that shit. I saw some. Apparently, some motherfucker rolled up to a construction site and gave two random workers some bottles of water that have fentanyl in it. One of them died, and
That's
the other one's in
crazy.
critical condition. It's like, what the fuck? Who's just doing that? The shit's so cheap.
Hold
People
on.
are like, I'm
Why
just
would
gonna
you drink
poison
it?
people. Like the fuck,
Why would you drink this water? Why
man.
would
The
you-
same reason that dumbass dude ate that chicken on the fucking side of.
Nah, that's kind of wait, that's kind of different now. Like finding
Bro.
random water and somebody giving it or somebody giving you some random food is different. Like I understand you hot, you're a construction worker, but I'd be like, hey man, I
I
appreciate
just
the
read the
gesture, go
headline.
away.
I mean the article. That's what's
This
wrong.
nigga
with
found a bag of Popeyes. Was like, oh man, I want to eat this.
I'm gonna try
it.
it.
Right? Like, did somebody not pick up their Uber Eats order?
I mean, like in the sense of like they're just being fentanyl laced on it is kind of the same thing. Just wanting just random chaos, but the acceptance of it is definitely different. Home dude who ate the chicken is
Yeah, he
far
choked.
dumber.
Nah, he is. But I don't know, man. 'Cause they're both really fucking dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say they both are below.
I'm definitely not.
While
gonna
we're
take
on the
something from
subject
a
of
random
dumb.
person, I don't know.
While we're on the subject of dumb, listen to
Yeah.
what this bitch told the cops, bro.
Okay.
So originally the mother said she didn't know what happened. She put the baby to sleep and it just couldn't wake up. The mother, 17, allegedly
17. We just can't skip over that part, Jay. We can't just keep reading the sentence like it's some normal shit. 17. Yeah, she
Well, I
definitely didn't want
did say
that
she
baby.
was a teenager.
Yeah, she didn't want that baby.
Allegedly, she changed her story several times, but ultimately confessed she had been tired and wanted to take a nap. Hold on.
Holding.
Because this is where we know that her age and mind shows, right? She filled the baby's bottle and put some of what she thought was cocaine in the bottle, the sheriff said. The substance was actually fentanyl.
Well, wait, hold on. She said
Now she wanted to take a nap. Now we all know, grown-ups know, if you give baby cocaine, baby gonna be up. You're not sleeping.
I mean, first of all, nobody should know that. You should just know don't give your baby cocaine. But yeah, if you took any drug and alcohol course or heard anybody or seen anybody on cocaine, they're not sleepy.
Right, but if there's anything you don't give them to sleep, it's fucking cocaine.
that she admitted to that.
Right, she admitted to. I thought it was cocaine. I just wanted to sleep.
Was it cocaine or was it Metamucil? Was that the shit? I don't know.
They make things for infants, all right? That'll ease them and calm them to be able to sleep.
Yeah,
One
like
thing-
being a mother of age that should have had a child.
Right.
That does. I mean, she could have been 27 and wanted to kill the baby, but a 17-year-old is like, oh yeah, you definitely you don't want no kids right now. She wanted to be young and have fun, and that baby got in the way.
I mean, what type of household do you live in, right? That you're 17 and you're obviously had a kid.
We're not this because mad people was fucking at 17, bro.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
But not all of them are actually having the kid and raising them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot are though. Too many.
They got this promotion.
B, where the fuck are you getting cocaine and fentanyl from?
Probably the baby daddy, let's be honest.
I was gonna
It's
say
probably
that.
some fuck ass dude that doing some fuck ass shit in the first place. He probably 27.
I said probably the dude who got her pregnant, most likely.
Sorry. What's happening? I don't know either. Okay, so
Probably some dude that still hang around the high school because he can deal there.
Right.
Probably.
It might be her brunkle.
Ladies, to all the ladies out there, please You cannot change no fuck ass motherfucker. You cannot. They're going to be that. They're gonna stay that. Let them be the shit they gonna be. And unless you for the streets, because if you fuck with them, okay, you are saying I'm for the fucking streets. Okay? Think about that and know that. You fuck with people like that, you for the streets. And I'm
All
not
right,
just saying
all
people
right,
that be doing hood
Homelander.
shit. I'm just talking about anybody who just ain't shit in general.
All right,
You
Homelander.
saying you for the streets. And if you really think you're not for the streets, you
Word.
better motherfucking make that choice.
I listen.
Bro, while you're on the subject of changing fuck boys, right? That's a perfect segue to the next headline. Man dies after lover reportedly botched injection to enlarge his penis.
Wait, what?
Man should have just bought a penis pump. Use suction.
Wait, how does that segue make sense? Was the man who did it like his lover?
Yeah.
Oh
So you're
wow.
a fuck
That's
boy.
terrible.
Was this in Florida too?
Let's find
Probably.
out.
In Miami County.
Yeah, that sounds like some shit. A bot surgery.
Miami-Dade County reports that
Oh no. It was I don't think it was in the United States.
well, that's a relief.
No, it was in Germany. A German man died after a botched penis enlargement surgery that has resulted in criminal charges against the. Wait, that's not it. How many fucking penis botches are getting people killed?
Well, there's
right
a
now?
lot of men who are insecure with their packages, sure.
Wait a
Sir.
second. Wait a second. This happened more than once.
Yeah.
What did you Google, nigga? What are you talking about right now?
German man dies after lover botched injection to enlarge private parts. So the first article,
This is going to make it bigger. Yeah. The
German
Oh no.
The German newspaper Bild reported last week that a man identified as a 32-year-old Martin M. died from blood poisoning and organ failure after Torben K., 46, injected his penis with silicone in an effort to enlarge it.
Why the fuck would he think that would work?
That was just a bad idea overall.
It's not titties.
I was just gonna say that. You
inject.
It'll keep it long and real jiggly.
They don't even do that nowadays when it comes to like breast implants because they know how dangerous silicone is.
That's why they stopped using it for fucking
everything.
Disc herniation replacement surgery.
Right. You can't put silicone in your body. That shit goes wrong. Like what do you
Remember,
have? Shit, organ failure.
Remember, if you your body may not take to those modifications y'all folk be doing, so even if you do, you're gonna have to maintain that shit. You are now a low-level cyborg, so you better make sure your shit maintained.
He was mad at life, had a baby dick. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, look. He said Torben K. reportedly admitted to inject. Ooh, excuse me. Shit. Sorry, it's been a long day. Admitted to injecting Martin M. after the two met on a gay dating website and acknowledged he injected him at his own risk. Blyde reported that Torben K. is not a licensed medical practitioner and injected the other man after he expressed a desire to have a really large penis.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what my biggest dream is? That to have like a arm-sized penis. No way. I have silicone. You want me to inject it? Yeah, sure. Like what the fuck?
That's exactly how the conversation went too.
Like it had to. Like what the fuck are you doing? What are you thinking? Like yeah, you should have reverence for the dead when they're not doing stupid shit.
Nah.
Dumb ways to die. Fucking dumb as shit. Stuff like that is where I'm just like, you know what? Most high or not, there's definitely natural selection. It's like, look, we try, we put everything possible to educate this man. They're like, look, accept your penis, it's what it is, and nah, over here.
Only problem is it's not happening fast enough.
You wanna talk about more stupid people while we're on the subject of stupid people?
Yeah, why not?
Did y'all hear about that bitch that
Faked her kidnapping?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I just found out about that.
Did you hear what her fucking
just-
search history was found to have on it?
I heard that she looked up Taken and all that other shit. But
Bro, it says Hoover Police Department before her disappearance. Hoover Police Department said before her disappearance. Disappearance. Carly Russell's search history read: taking money from a register without being caught, one-way bus ticket, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert, the film Taken, and how to take money from a register without being caught. Now, I don't know. Right. I don't know if the fucking Hoover Police Department was stupid enough to put that in there twice, or she was stupid enough to search it 2 different times.
I was gonna say maybe she messed up the first time, so she had to search it again.
Well, for those of you like Talon that may have just found out about it or don't really know about it, I don't know where the woman is.
I thought they found her. And she's
No.
safe.
I mean where geographically. Like what state she's in. However, she said she was driving down the fucking highway and she seen a toddler in the middle of the fucking road walking back and forth. So she stopped to get the toddler. She called the fucking police. And then when the police got there, her shit was there. She wasn't. No fucking kid. No nothing. And she went missing for 2 fucking days. 2 days? Or was it a day? I think it was 2 days. Let me just fucking look it up.
She went away to do the wop wop with somebody.
She went away to do the wop wop?
They said she went away, or she faked the kidnapping because her boyfriend was gonna break up with her.
Who the fuck does that? Who does that shit?
She was desperate. She didn't want to lose him.
Nigga, that's ultra, yo.
Oh, she's in Alabama.
Oh, I don't want to lose him, so let me fake. Maybe he cared. He didn't care because he don't look for you.
He definitely leaving her now.
He was like, oh shit, she went missing. Yes. Thank God. That's what happened.
No, I don't gotta go nowhere.
He was gonna be like, my baby. Shit.
My baby. Made my dog bark.
He was with his boo, like, this bitch crazy. I don't know what happened.
Well, black activists are outraged because they say there are a plethora of black women going through abduction, and this is not a way to fight for it. You know what I mean?
On some real shit though, for as many people who go missing in a year, especially as many black women, this is like the first time I actually seen like a whole lot of media publicity for it because she was faking it, and it's like, damn, all the women that actually are missing and we don't know what happened, they're not getting no story or no real coverage, but because she got caught faking, people gonna be like, yeah, we don't listen to that shit no more. But the memes are good. I think we have good memes.
It's true though.
Right, Jazz? At least we have good memes. Faking a kidnapping.
And then using a kid too. Like, oh, I saw a kid. You know how many people saw kids in the farm? Like, oh man, somebody's kid kept driving. I'm so serious though. It's not even funny. They're like, oh damn, that's somebody's kid. I gotta go home.
Nah, that is kind of wild too. Like if you saw a baby on the side of the road, I don't know. I think
more than one person would have stopped if there was a fucking baby on the side of the road, bro.
Right.
No, but what if you're just driving by yourself and it's like, wait, what's going on right now? Like, I mean, nobody else on the road, and you see a baby, you be like, damn, this is a trap. If somebody wanted to kidnap you,
right? I'm like, I'm lowering the window a little bit, like, hey, baby, where your mother at?
Right?
You can't even lower the window that much. You gotta not right, yeah. You gotta be like those.
Hey, baby.
You gotta be like those TikTok videos when they don't want the cop to know anything about them. They lower the window down this fucking much.
Right, just to put the ID.
Where's your mother at? Oh, you don't know? I don't see her either. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
It's a cold world, man.
There's a house right there. Go to that house. I'll stay here till you get there. Maybe not.
I am tired, but my contacts are bothering me. That's why I keep rubbing.
I probably won't even.
Thank you, though.
I'll probably just drive. Like, oh, somebody's baby.
Yeah, Jay, you sleepy bitch.
I'm tired as fuck, bro.
I'm tired as fuck.
What babies? What corner?
Like going to Walmart. They be outside in their diapers.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it reminds me of when we used to when we were growing up, when we used to be outside and shit.
You know.
Wait, what just happened?
But then there be some babies outside in their diapers. I just drive by like, ugh.
I'm saying, if you see a bunch of little kids outside, you're just gonna assume they playing or whatever. You just keep driving one baby at nighttime.
You know what kind? You know what?
Not my baby. That's what I know.
You gotta approach that baby like you do, like Chappelle was talking about, where you just roll down the window and be like, "Hey, baby, what the fuck are you doing on this corner right now?"
Where your mother at? Nobody ever asked for father.
I'm working to kidnap a bitch. Oh shit!
I'm out.
You never know. It could be you remember what is that movie? Little Man? You never know. It could be something like that.
But I'm driving.
Now the thing is, did she? Was there an Amber Alert put out for her? Because if there was, shouldn't charges be brought up for tampering with?
I don't know. Did they pay for the Amber Alert?
No,
because
you don't pay for Amber Alert.
Obviously, was cared about.
We
that.
pay for the Amber Alert in taxes.
We pay for it.
Supposedly.
About that, because she looked it up.
Now she definitely gonna face some charges for that.
Why she didn't look that up? Would I go to jail if I fake my kid?
The video of her friend like being like, she didn't need it, she didn't deserve this, she's doing well.
That's not
and then responding, or whoever the fuck just being like, bitch.
Well, while one woman
good.
Getting arrested, hopefully getting some type of charges brought up for fucking with the Amber Alert system, another woman is the real MVP for taking charges after disguising herself as a doctor to have sex with her husband in the hospital.
What?
All right.
Right?
Wait. Why would she need to disguise herself as a
doctor? Well, let's
maybe it's like a role playing thing.
It's the role play.
Can we take guesses before I Google it?
What'd you say?
Let's take guesses before I Google it.
I said that it was probably a little fantasy they had, because if that's your wife, you could just go in the hospital. She don't need to be extra.
You can't see her like that, so she has to, do extra. No.
That's definitely a fantasy. She's like,
my doctor, come here, help! Like, bitch.
Trying to fuck my nurse. Trying to fuck my doctor.
Right. Buy some scrubs that look exactly like the ones they wear here, and just get a white coat. There's a medical store down the block.
Right.
Says an Italian wife stole a doctor's medical gown to sneak into a hospital ward so she could have sex with her husband. A shocked nurse walked into the emergency room in the northern city of
ER. Damn.
Damn, he didn't even have a room.
To find the woman romping half naked with her partner on the hospital gurney.
That's a fucking bucket list right there.
The pair carried out the intimate act despite being surrounded by several other patients in the hospital. When questioned,
he needed painkillers.
When questioned, the woman 40 tried to claim She was on the medical staff, but was quickly detained and handed over to police.
Why would that help you right now? Oh, it's okay. I work here. Wait, you guys don't just give pussy at this hospital? I'm sorry, I'm new here.
My husband's like, it wasn't supposed to end like this.
It's all right, everyone. I'm a doctor.
Sounds like a hospital ran by Benny Hill.
Hospital medics said the woman, who was reportedly intoxicated, had even removed the cannula in her 31-year-old husband's hand so he could move more easily. Oof. The woman, who has not been named, had already been removed from the premises once before for harassing staff, according to reports. In an attempt to re-enter the premises.
Let me fuck my husband. No, let me go and suck his dick. It'll make him better. No, I promise. I've been away. That's why he's sick.
This is crazy.
He only likes it when I'm drunk, damn it.
I have to be rowdy or he doesn't like it.
The diesel makes it better.
I drank a half a bottle of this. I'm ready to go. Let me in. Damn you.
That is fucking...
I know people in the Vatican. Let me in.
I don't even want to look up this one. We could just talk about the fucking headline because it's insanity in its own right. Because what the fuck were they thinking they were going to find anyway? Las Vegas home searched in connection to Tupac Shakur's murder, reportedly tied to alleged killer's uncle. Bro,
I'm sorry. They just did this search?
Right. How many years ago was that? What the fuck are they going to find there, bro? All evidence is gone already. Unless they figure he was killed by a serial killer that's going to hold trophies. Because that's the only time that shit's going to happen.
You got his nose ring the same, right? Hold it. Smile. Oh. Are you not reading
good.
They should put her in a mental institution. Where the fuck was I? Oh, that whole Tupac bullshit. That's just stupid.
Yeah, they should just ask his hologram how he died.
What?
That's not a hologram either.
Bro, talking about stupid shit. Look at this headline. This was the last one I screenshotted just before the show because it was fucking... It's fucking dumb, bro. It's dumb. Male gorilla shocks zookeepers by giving birth. Soak that in for a second. Male gorilla shocks zookeepers by giving birth. No, I know what you guys are thinking. It didn't have a sex change.
Okay, I guess I'll take that off the board.
Well, that's the only thing it could have been. So I thought.
Did it come out of the pee hole or the butthole?
It came out of the vagina. It was actually a female.
I mean, that was...
Zookeepers at Columbus Zoo and Aquarium arrived to a pair of unexpected discoveries Thursday morning. A newborn baby gorilla and the news that its mother wasn't a male gorilla. I mean, not seeing a dick is probably news enough. No?
I mean, I don't know how you figure out the gender of a gorilla. They're kind of big as hell.
The gorilla, Sully, has lived at the facility with her mother since 2019 and was thought to be male until the gorilla care team discovered her holding the unexpected baby gorilla early Thursday. The zoo announced in a news release, but how could the facility not have known the 8-year-old Sully was actually a female and that she was pregnant? Well, gorillas don't have prominent sex organs, and males and females look mostly alike until around age 8, the zoo said in the release, noting it's only later in life that males develop their large size, silverbacks, and distinctive big heads. Along with the hard to distinguish features, veterinarians at the zoo were where the gorilla was, well, fucking small ass sex, where the gorilla was born, took her hands off approach with their care and allowed the primate to be cared for by its mother. When Sully arrived at Columbus, she was a young and healthy animal and didn't require any medical procedures that would have led to discovery sooner. So they just let her be.
So, I mean, wouldn't like a normal checkup find that out? Like, how do they know it was fine and healthy? But they're like, she looks fucking fine. Put her in the cage.
Said she didn't show signs of being unhealthy. They didn't do any checkups. They just let the mother tend to her.
Yeah, that sounds like poor zookeeping.
Right.
I mean,
if you did that in Zoo Tycoon, you'd fucking lose your zoo.
Or Madagascar.
I already have that one.
You don't have that one. Don't talk to me like that.
I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah, what happened?
What the fuck is happening with mothers these days? Why didn't you give me this headline when we were talking about the fentanyl bitch?
I did. I said it on the low so it don't be out there. But you was like,
bro. Florida mom, 18, used a fake hitman website to try and kill her 3-year-old. Allegedly paid $3,000 for the murder.
Wow.
Y'all ladies are really fucked up out here.
These girls,
y'all need
kids are.
I need a swig of Dizzle after that. Let me go get a cup. What type of shit is that?
Infanticide?
No, the Florida shit. The DeSantis bullshit.
I don't understand. You know, it's crazy. Like, you're gonna see a lot more women do this when if they say, well, you can't get an abortion. They'll be like, all right, cool. I'll just kill the baby when they're a year old or 2 years old, which is even worse. But damn.
Honest, it's not always that they didn't want the baby. Sometimes it's more than what they cut out for, and it's just dumb, and the parents don't help, and the baby's constantly crying and crying and crying and crying and crying.
But that's crazy. That's crazy to hire a hitman.
That's what I was saying. You shouldn't fuck people that's not gonna be there when you have a baby.
You sure?
Sure, of course, Holland, of course. Sure.
Right. So, I'm not saying you can't fuck, but, just know what you're doing.
I can't believe nobody else ever thought of that before.
Because I know people that have been in similar situations, and they didn't fucking kill their kids. So.
Right. I'm sure, like, everybody knows somebody's like, damn, that baby said.
You remember back in the days, the pioneer days, motherfuckers would just be gone for a year or 2 years. There was no mailing address. There was just like, I hope he comes back. I'm going to just act in life like he come back and deal with winters and all this shit by myself with the fucking kids.
They kept the kids.
Because at 6 years old, your child could hunt. So, I know things were a little bit different, but at the same time,
6-year-old out there hunting is like, yeah, you fucking suck.
Women have survived worse.
All they had was the land and their kids. That's it. That's why now they got fucking clubs and hookah bars and.
No, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Whatever happened to the quality of women that would do anything to see their fucking child thrive?
It's the hookah's fault, Jay.
Has City High not taught anybody about Monica? Because I believe they have. She went to junior high with them.
I'm just saying, blame it on the hookah and the clubs. Women always kill babies though. Like this is not a new thing. It's just wild.
Right.
No.
Does nobody remember Brenda putting her baby in the garbage?
And then she realized that's awful. Why would I do that? And she died anyway. So fuck, you know.
Yep.
There are fucking countless amounts of stories out there pertaining to fucking girls trying to flush their babies down the toilet.
Which is wild. Like, no toilet is going to be able to fit that.
You never know. You never know, Talin.
Bro,
I guess so.
there's been babies cut out of pipes because they heard the crying from the pipes.
Yeah.
Damn, for real? That's fucking wild.
You got an industrial toilet. That shit'll flush too, man.
It's not just
That's
that either.
Wow.
Is that, think about it. The pipes are kind of similar to the birth canal.
True.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it's believable. It's happening. You know.
It is gonna happen more, like you said, with the.
Yeah, you take away abortion laws or the access to abortion, you're gonna have way more women just be like, all right, I'll just kill the baby after.
A lot of them too. It could have been that they got raped too, and they didn't want the baby, and they had no choice but to have the baby.
Yeah, we're gonna not hypothetically defend.
What you mean?
That's too much of a slippery slope because hypothetically we can make all the ideal examples.
Fucking female here. I'm not gonna hypothetically defend at least a little bit.
I mean,
I can respect that, Jazz. I can respect your position.
Some of them, not all of them. This bitch is just trite. This nigga didn't want to stay with me. Fuck this baby. I want this baby no more. You don't want me? I want this baby either.
This shit is so crazy how like life
really
works. Where you have women get pregnant and they'll say, I don't want this baby no more. So I'm gonna hire a hitman. Who hires?
Yeah, like that's just insane.
Who hires a hitman for a 3-year-old? Who the fuck is this kid? Boss baby?
A 3-year-old. And she had $3,000 to do that. Like, why would you just get a babysitter?
Right.
Get a babysitter.
Or just give the fucking kid up for adoption.
Right.
You could literally pay for daycare if you got 3 G's.
Not for long. Daycare is expensive as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, was this in Florida or no?
For a few months.
I was like, yeah, $3,000 is decent, but she got a babysitter for cheap. That's just wild. Humans are wild. Humans deserve the absolute worst.
They just paid some local teenagers some money. I'll give you $50 a day.
Some women are the worst, bro. This is why this man went viral for saying this. So a job can tell you hoes what to wear, but not your man. I wish some of y'all was in the submarine.
I saw that. I remember. Yeah, I saw that.
The submarine. I mean, it's
Man,
true.
Dre sent me a video of women like responding to getting gifts.
That's what he said. He said, so a job could tell you hoes what to wear, but not your man. I wish some of y'all was on that submarine.
Oh, yeah, right.
Who's that? Mix?
Yo.
I don't know why that went viral though.
What, the tweet or that
The
post?
stupidest shit was viral, except us.
That's because we're actually good content.
Right. And we have fire shit. Like
we have good content and we haven't paid into the machine.
The machine pays into us. You know why? Do you know why?
Because we got cool ass sponsors.
Yes, sir.
Yo, got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's up. I be dizzy up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. When Callie said I need another one, gon' have you coming back for more. But go get it while it's hot. 40 sold out in your stores. That Disney.
I really mean it.
Who is it, Tolly?
Who is it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the random female rapper name.
Honestly, I'm disappointed in myself, but because I saw a video of her, I was gonna say Little Kim looking better.
That's crazy. He only knows like 7 female rappers.
Yeah, no, I don't know many, and I'm not ashamed of that. But
He's been cycling through. It's like, all right, nigga, we heard Foxy Brown already.
yeah, no, hey, I'm not ashamed of it.
Ice for like 3.
To be honest, I used to kind of prepare for it. Now I'm just like, I forgot. Because on one hand, I was trying to use it as a means to sort of talk shit because it took forever for him to actually say who it was. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I guess I could just shout out female rappers that are out there by searching. Because honestly, I would search female rappers. I would not get great lists. I was kind of disappointed in the shit I got. I'm like, y'all got like actual lists of female rappers? Like, what the fuck? And then, like I said, I just got kind of lazy. So. And I recently saw a video of Lil Kim that just I don't remember exactly what it was, but just made me sad, I guess. And that's why I thought of her.
Bro, you know what? With the 3 G's, you know what she could have did, bro? She could have took the baby to grandma's. Because studies confirm that babysitting your grandchildren makes you live longer and prevents dementia. And I'm pretty sure that 3 G's would help.
That girl's grandma don't want nothing to do with her.
Right. But you're making a presumption that her grandma is like a good grandma.
Or even alive or in her
life. You're right. Because there are fucked up grandmothers just as there are fucked up fucking mothers.
Yeah. You ever read Preacher? Woo.
That's fucked up kids too.
Wait, you talking about the comic book?
Yeah.
No, I never read it. I did watch.
Oh, you should. That shit is wild.
I did watch the show though.
Yeah, the show's not bad, but the comic book is way fucking better.
Well, surely it is. Surely. Why wouldn't it be?
Right.
It's like that for everything else.
Well, do you think said movie will be better than said comic book when it comes to the case of the Gargoyles movie in the works with Kenneth?
It's going to be terrible. It's never coming out. They're all on strike. The only people we have can't write anyway. It's good. No.
Anything be better than that fucking.
However, sir,
cartoon.
There are loopholes. Like they can go shoot in Europe, and that has nothing to do with SAG.
You mean they have to spend actual money? Who's going to do that?
I was going to say, wait, that's a lot of logistics involved.
You have to pay for permits. You have to follow certain rules. You have an entirely different guild to work with.
If you want to get it done, you get it done by any means.
Yeah, Disney is not going to do that. They're in danger of failing.
What does all that have to do with anything, bro?
Disney is literally like bleeding from the ass billions of dollars.
Yeah. I would still see the movie though. I give it a chance.
So you saying that Disney's in debt?
I'd see it by accident.
No, Disney's not in debt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I would rather see a long form show shot by I don't know. I don't know. Any other company like 6 years ago or something, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, were you saying Disney?
Everybody kind of sucks now.
Is that what you meant by that? Because I just thought about that too. Were you saying Disney is in debt?
They're not in debt. They're just not making money at an alarming rate.
Okay. That's what you think.
Like they are
That's what they want you to
bleeding
think,
money.
darling. You
That's what,
bugging. You're
You
bugging.
know
You know
that giant
they
ass
have.
Star Wars park that they opened up? They had to shut it down a year later.
Yeah, but they make fucking millions off of just fucking trading cards.
Yeah,
The
they
trading card
lost
game is making
billions
so
off
much
of
money.
movies and TV shows. So
I see what he's saying.
That's a lie. That's a
That
lie, bro. They
that's
just saying
not a
that,
lie. That's like
bro. They just saying that to you, bro. People booking fucking tickets to go to Walt Disney 5 years from now, bro. You know what I'm trying
yeah,
to say?
that's not gonna support their company though. Like they need like they're spending. They spent I think it
Bro, you
was like
don't work for
two
there.
hundred and
You're
fifty,
not
three
there.
hundred million dollars
You're not
on
there
the Indiana
internationally.
Jones
I'm telling you,
movie.
see it.
bro. But
It's
I
doing
see
it made 230 worldwide.
what Macho's talking about. It's all a fucking Batgirl, bro. It's all a tax write-off.
Uh, you keep thinking that. Hey, look, you can be optimistic because I'm gonna be optimistic. They're gonna almost fail and then rebound and be better. So we're kind of on the same team. I just don't think it's actually gonna happen.
I'm not sitting here and say I like Disney. Fuck
Like,
them.
there's already rumors that Disney might sell part of its assets or more to Apple.
To who?
Which
I
assets,
just
though?
I
To
just
Michael
told you to
Jackson?
Apple.
I highly doubt they're selling Marvel or Star Wars.
Yeah, they have more than that. Like ESPN, ABC, they own a lot. They own Fox. They have a lot of assets. It's
Yeah,
a
but I
top
don't see
six
them.
company on the planet. They have a lot of things, and there's a lot of things that they're not using that are failing. They're not going to sell Marvel. They're not going to sell Star Wars right now
They're
because
not
those are
going to
huge
sell
brands,
ESPN.
and that's a brand thing.
They're definitely.
ESPN it'd be smart if they got rid of ESPN.
I was just gonna say,
ESPN,
ESPN is in a really bad place right now, where
yeah, it's
I can
not doing well.
do that one of these years. Because sports media is in a really bad place where people are like, "What's the fucking point of watching ESPN every day? Why do that?"
Sports Center used to be a thing,
You could just go on Instagram and find out everything.
Exactly.
But if you're going to sell
or
off ESPN, why not sell off Discovery?
yeah, why not? They're bleeding
No,
fucking money, and they're not making money off of that shit.
Discovery probably has a little more.
Oh,
I guess
excuse me. I mean National Geographics because Discovery's Warner Brothers.
that's. I mean, that's. I
I
know what
mean,
you're.
that's
You know,
either
I
way, that would be a smart move.
I
They're
don't think
all
that's a smart move for them
conjunction
to
with
get rid
each
of
other,
that
though.
though. Getting rid of ESPN would make sense because that shit is not going to be the same thing in 5 years.
Well, yeah, definitely. You should. I think they don't belong in sports. That's not really a Disney thing. That's a casual aspect. Like they should maybe maintain ESPN Ocho at best.
Now it's
Um,
not it's not about them not belonging in sports. It made sense 10 years ago when sports media was just dominated by ESPN and whoever. But now there's so
yeah,
many. Nacho said you go on Instagram and you can see highlights from every game, all the scores. You don't need ESPN like that.
that's because ESPN failed to evolve, and that's Disney's fault.
I can't blame Disney on that. ESPN didn't evolve because they came with the same formula every single show for the last 15. It worked at one point, but now nobody wants to see that shit every single day. It's the
That's what
same.
I'm saying. They failed to evolve.
No, I'm not blaming Disney for that though. Like ESPN could have made a better
The thing
sports
is,
media
they
platform.
don't. Yeah, you're right. They don't put enough shows in their slots. They'll show Sports Center like 10 times over. So you could go
Yeah,
at 1 in the
they don't
morning.
have enough original programming.
Yeah, they should have. They
Yeah,
should have something at
they
1
got mad
o'clock.
original
They
shows.
should give people their own fucking shows. Give Shaq his own fucking show. Give somebody their own show.
Nah,
Put them in
Shaq's
different slots. Charles Barkley. You know,
them dudes
Charles
ain't
Barkley
never
got a
working at
podcast.
ESPN, bro.
Put his fucking podcast up on that bitch.
Them dudes is never working at ESPN. They already said that TNT's where it's at. It's better for them over there.
It's
ESPN
crazy to
messed,
think that TNT
Surprised
Superstation is
TNT's
still around.
fucking rolling.
ESPN messed up by letting Skip Bayless run with the same topic for the last 10 years, 15 years, and just talking about the Cowboys and LeBron James every night or every
Skip
day.
Bayless is what makes conversations start, though.
Yeah, but nobody want to hear that shit anymore. It's like, yo, this dude has been he's doing his thing and he don't even work at ESPN anymore, does he? Are they at Fox Sports now? Like all of those sports media shows, no one's gonna want to see that shit because you could just make your own now, or you could see Cameron and Mace got their own show.
That fucking show's hilarious.
Where I'd rather see other people's opinions on sports now because it's like, bro, they got this.
You want to see regular people's fucking opinion?
But yeah, or even a regular person, because now that all the athletes is low key hating on other athletes. They always got some hating ass jealous shit to say or some disrespectful shit to say. So you might as well just watch somebody else give you an opinion on sports. I don't even want to watch none of them shows anymore. I just want to watch the actual games. That's it.
That's why you pay $60. You get fucking NBA TV for the whole fucking year. You don't need to worry about shit.
Yeah, but it does make
sense to get the league pass.
Sell it off to Apple though, because Apple does have that whole MLB thing. Then they can integrate it with ESPN.
Yeah, makes sense.
Apple's fucking.
Hold on.
I mean, fuck Apple, but it might happen.
I'm fucking annoyed by Apple, bro.
You should be. They don't like you.
Apple's just like the NBA 2K game. That shit never fucking changes. They just update the fucking roster.
Apple does not like you. It doesn't like any of its customers.
It doesn't.
Except the ones that consume like Morty.
They got fucking our faces on the fucking some fucking commercial out there somewhere.
You should get our augmented reality glasses. No, you shouldn't.
Bro,
why are the people just trying to escape reality so fucking much, bro?
All you know.
All I know is that Disney, they can't get rid of shit like Marvel and Star Wars because they have a gold mine.
They fucking should. They are completely mishandling Star Wars.
Yeah, but they'll never get rid of it. Just because of things that bring awareness, such as Comic-Con. It is lucrative. Look at Comic-Con, right? Comic-Con is built off.
They're not going to get rid of it because Marvel's still going to be Marvel, whoever they sell it to.
I don't think they've made their money back yet on Star Wars.
Probably not. Bro,
which, considering how long they've had it, is not good.
How long they had Star Wars?
I think almost a decade.
Wait, how much did they pay? Hey, Google.
Money though, bro.
Hey, Google.
I think they paid like $3 billion for it.
Star Wars pay for? Oh, excuse me. What the fuck did I say? Hey, Google.
Dyslexia.
How much did Disney pay for Star Wars?
According to Wikipedia, acquisition process. On October 30th, 2012, Disney announced a deal to acquire Lucasfilm for $4.05 billion, with approximately half in cash and half in shares of Disney stock.
Hey, Google, what was the highest grossing Star Wars movie in the Disney era?
I found these results.
The Last Jedi was the highest grossing movie of 2017 domestically. Let me see. How much did it make?
That's not the right answer. Stupid Google. You almost had it.
Donde estas? 10 billion.
They made double. They made double.
10 billion on one movie, bro.
What movie made $10 billion?
It's not. It's talented.
No. Excuse me. I read that wrong. Since its inception, the Star Wars franchise has grossed more than $10 billion at the global box office.
Okay, I was gonna say that would be the most monumental fucking thing in cinema.
Yeah, but I thought they were talking about in general, like in all sales, not just the movies.
Like, did it make $10 billion for Disney or over its lifetime?
Over its lifetime.
Over its lifetime.
Hey.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Ain't no way one movie made $10 billion.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say they still make a big deal whenever a movie breaks $1 billion.
About how many DVDs
worldwide.
They definitely did make their money back because look it on the solo movie, on the solo movie alone they made $393.1 million globally.
Okay, they made 4.5.
Yeah, but how much you got to factor in everything that they've paid for these movies, marketing, which is often as much as the budget, if not more, for each film, plus the sales on top of those things.
Yeah,
There's
but
way more numbers that go into that in terms of making the money back. It's not
I
just what
thought
they
you was
paid
talking about
for it.
acquisition, though, bro.
No,
You
not
said
just acquisition, just in
marketing.
terms of their overall investment into what they paid and what they've put out. I don't
Wait,
believe they made
you
their money
said
back.
Yeah, but now
marketing with
we're
Disney.
getting into a slippery
Disney
slope.
don't market
You're
shit,
not just-
bro. They have all that shit is free for them, bro.
You're getting into a
They
slippery
don't
slope.
Marketing is not free. That
bro.
shit be
It gets
expensive
to a
as fuck.
it gets
Now
to a
you're
point.
talking
Bro,
about sheer
you don't have
numbers,
to pay
and
for
sheer
that.
numbers aren't just movies. You got to talk about products too.
Yeah, products, downloads,
Yeah.
DVD sales, all that shit.
Yeah, I
They have
don't think
studios.
that they've made it back.
They have studios.
These
already.
movies are expensive as fuck.
I would say if they made it back, it might be just over because, like he said, all the shit that you got to put into the making the movie and all the extra shit. That's a lot of money for what? Just 3 Star Wars movies so far? Well, more than that.
I would say
No,
three main
5.
movies.
the worst
I would
part
say
would
3
be
main
paying
movies
the
and like
actors. That's where most of the money goes, is paying the actors. The marketing and buying all the equipment, all that shit they have already, bro. They don't need to market shit. You know what I'm saying? They already have that. That shit's already.
They're still spending a lot of money on marketing. Like they still have to get commercials and TV slots and all
TV
this other
slots. They already have. They have their own fucking channel, bro. They have their own fucking app.
but
they don't need to market nothing.
still
All that
market
shit
on other
already
channels.
established. I'm saying paying the actors and paying all that. That's gonna come.
Nah, you know what I love though, bro?
I love.
I love watching something like Peacock and then seeing a Disney Plus ad. It's like, how much did you pay for that?
Nothing. With Disney owns fucking Peacock, probably.
Nah, no, they don't.
So who owns Peacock?
I think isn't it NBC?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like they all in fucking cahoots. It's just like rappers. They act like they hate each other, but they be fucking smoking weed in the studio with each other.
Some rappers actually do hate each other though.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, but you know, this is like, you know, like this, they'll diss each other, and then next thing you know, they're making a fucking video 4 years later with each other.
Oh no, that's definitely a thing too.
Like I'm down now. This nigga's up, and then in 4 years, I'm up. He disappeared. It's all fucking cycling and recycling the money and shit. I don't know. I feel like they all cahoots. All that fucking money goes to each other's hands. They trade off on that shit.
Yo, any of y'all ever been to Comic-Con?
I would like to.
Nah, I'd like to, but I've resigned that if I'm gonna go with actual like costume, and so I may never go because that's just expensive.
What
would you do? Yeah. I was when I was in San Diego. They have Comic-Con down there a bunch of times. They have all the conventions, and I would
Time out, sir. You can't just nonchalantly gloss over the fact that you had the opportunity to go to the biggest Comic-Con.
Yeah, I had opportunity to go to all of those conventions, all that shit, and I was just like, should I really spend the money on this? Should I go? I know a couple people who went and they say it's cool, like to go to Comic-Con or like the Porn Con or all of that shit.
Now, fuck all the Corn Con or whatever cons you want to say. Fucking Comic-Con is the biggest in San Diego. That if any Comic-Con is worth it, it's San Diego.
And it was lit down there. The city was crazy for that shit. It was really cool, but I'm like, I don't care about Deadpool that much.
Did y'all ever go on a cruise?
Nope.
Who, me?
Dre did for a living.
I was gonna say I want to go on an actual cruise, but then again, I'd be really uncomfortable. So I don't think I could do that.
Why would you be uncomfortable?
I don't want to be on the ship that somebody else is controlling. Like I want to be in charge of this bitch. You feel me? Like I can't just go inside here and be like, hey, what's really going on? Who's navigating this bitch? Like that used to be my job. So when I look at it now, it's like it's some random person doing this. I guess. I mean, I'll probably do it one day.
Well, you might have the chance again to go to a Comic-Con then, my friend. In 2025, Comic-Con the cruise sets sail.
Yeah, niggas is dying on that shit.
That's gonna be debauched.
I don't know. That might be pretty cool if they get a big enough boat. get a big enough ship to do that, it could pull that off. That'd be nice.
Let me tell you.
Yo,
I'm
them
not gonna
cruises be
just bring it
crazy
up.
though. They be having basketball courts and all that shit.
I'm not gonna just bring it up because it's probably the only sport. Not probably, it is the only sport that I kind of keep up with, kind of, because there's still a lot of players. But Chris Jericho has a cruise that he does every year, and it's he calls it the Rock and Rager shit because he's a rock star and he's a wrestler. So he has rock and raise.
Yeah, he has a rock group. I was like, what sport are you talking about?
Wrestling, sir. It's a wrestling cruise.
No, I thought you said you were keeping up with a sport.
Yeah, I misheard that as well.
Wrestling.
I think it's considered a sport now. It's never been displayed on sports.
I would say like wrestling is a sport.
It's never been displayed where? Because
hey, do we have leading cheerleading as well? In honor of Barbie?
Yes, it has. You better go look at that shit again.
Wait, what'd you say?
It was on Sports Center.
Yep.
Real like Olympic wrestling is a sport, but with the shit Chris Jericho does, that's not.
But like really... Stone Cold Steve Austin fought The Rock on Sports Center.
Like it's performing. It is pure entertainment.
You're gonna make me pull that shit up.
It's gonna be like one clip from fucking 2004.
Every once in a while, ESPN will cover WrestleMania or something like that, so it's not like completely crazy. I just thought Jay was gonna say a different sport, not even on some trolling shit. I thought this nigga was gonna say like baseball or something.
Jay's
the king of bocce ball.
This thing, imagine if he said racquetball. It's like, yeah, I watch racquetball.
He plays cricket.
Hey, you know what should come back though? Fucking bowling.
Yeah, he plays cricket on Sundays.
They show bowling on ESPN.
Media Circus. Why ESPN is featuring WWE on Sports Center?
Accidents happen, and sometimes it's a good accident.
It happens.
No, they do that sometimes. They'll show WrestleMania highlights, but it's not common. It's not every day. It's not every day they show like the pay-per-view.
Look, nobody's saying it's not impressive, Jay.
Whatever.
Nobody's saying it's not great.
My dream is
it's not as impressive. It's not as impressive as hitting a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Ross on Sports Center.
I disagree, sir.
You said you saying it's more impressive than hitting a fastball?
Some things, yes.
No. Absolutely nothing in wrestling is more impressive than that. Hitting a fastball is the most impressive thing in all of sports. It's the hardest thing to do in all the professional sports.
I will
at least in traditional sports.
I don't agree with you.
The hardest thing to do is baseball players are the most skilled athletes in my opinion, because hitting a baseball is the craziest fucking thing in the world to do at that level.
That's the hardest part of this sport. Everything else is shit.
Nigga, I ain't gonna say everything.
You have a motherfucker that hits that is just doing.
I don't know, man. You about to get a lot of roided up people pissed off.
If you hit, bro, it's boring. If someone's just hitting a no hitter all night, that's a boring, bro. Nobody hitting the ball. Nobody's running.
And on the flip side of that, like hitting the ball, being a pitcher and having control over pitches is crazy. When you see these dudes,
that's crazy. That's the craziest part.
Motherfuckers is throwing 104 and the pitch is breaking 15, 16 inches, and it's like, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's like, how does somebody do that?
Piece of that playing wiffle ball on the block.
What kind of witchcraft is that? Yeah, motherfuckers, they throwing wiffle balls 100 miles an hour.
It'll start from up here. You think it's gonna stay there? That shit just foop.
It's like, nigga, this is witchcraft. How somebody throw a baseball this hard?
I believe. I don't know. I'm
like
Jay side.
There are impressive feats in wrestling, but you'll never see something like getting down on one knee to feint spearing somebody into your brotherhood. You're
it's
not gonna
all fake, bro. You see, you don't. It's not fake, bro. Because he could spear you and you could just snap back, hit your fucking back of your head on the mat. You think you're fucking good. You're wrestling for 20 minutes with concussion. You fucking run.
Right. And then when you wake up, you're like, I did this.
How do you
fake
get
exciting? It's an adrenaline rush. It feels like shooting a
How
fucking
do you fake getting power bombed onto a pile of glass or thumbtacks?
By doing it correctly.
Well, more importantly, Jay, I want to say anybody can do that. Like, theoretically speaking, anybody can do that. Everybody shouldn't do it. So I respect the trained professionals who do it.
Not anybody can do it, bro.
Anybody can do that.
No. No, I could go outside right now. I could go to a movie theater and pick out motherfuckers that can't wrestle. I'll be like, you can't.
No, I ain't say wrestle.
Even if I teach you, some motherfuckers.
You mean to tell me you can power and you can pick up somebody and throw them on the fucking table? That's not really crazy impressive to do.
Because you got to learn how to do it correctly.
To get up and act like you were
right. So you got to learn how to do it correctly, and there is some skill involved. However, all of the people that have wrestled are not going to hit a fastball.
You need athleticism.
Yeah, exactly.
You would be surprised because my man, Macho Man Randy Savage, was a baseball player.
That's great. But
it's still like a very high percentile. Like he did great in the SATs, but most people did not.
Average? Tell me his batting average.
Hey Google.
All he did was hit one fastball. It's 100%.
I was like, did this nigga even play minor league baseball? Like power bombing somebody through a table.
I just think you guys don't see. Yeah, don't understand that.
Although to see Randy Savage fucking play baseball,
I tell Jay all the time. I used to be a really big wrestling fan, especially when I was younger. I used to watch wrestling all the time. I love that shit.
Randy Poffo compiled a career batting average of .254 with 16 home runs and 129 RBIs in his 289 game career with the Cardinals, the Redbirds, Orangeburg Cardinals, and Tampa Bay Tarpons. He began playing during the 1971 season and last took the field during the 1974 season, and then went on to be the Macho Man.
Hey, listen, that's way more impressive than I actually thought it would be, but he still hit like 250, which is not that great. But
250 in the 90s was the shit, though. Listen, 250 in the 90s.
Hitting 250 has never been good. Hitting 250 has never been good. Hitting 250, matter of fact, if you were a power hitter today and hit 250, people would be okay with it. But 30 years ago,
but he was pro. He was on the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds.
I thought you said he was in the minor leagues.
No, he said St. Louis.
He was on the minor leagues and he made it to the major leagues
because he had that 254.
But it's his major league batting average.
That's because he had the 254. Jay, they was like, "Yo, you going down? What's your play?" I'm not gonna say that you need more skill.
They just give his career
to be a wrestler and to play baseball. But
they just give his career batting average.
It's a lot harder to hit a baseball, but it's just as hard.
It's a lot harder.
It's a lot harder to hit a baseball coming at you different angles and speeds.
What about catching a baseball?
Nah, that shit no. Catching the baseball don't take that much. It just
catching the baseball's not that hard, but it's still tough. Like playing catcher is crazy.
I just feel bad for third base.
That's more or less what I was referring to until after I realized that's part of the game.
But
but being a catcher is tough.
Wrestling is not as easy as what you think it is, though. That that was really my point.
I never said wrestling was easy. I'm just saying comparing that to baseball is crazy.
Don't misconstrue what's being stated here.
I'm not
misconstruing. It is probably some of the most impressive entertainment that's out there because it is very real. But it is entertainment based. That is the basis of it. The basis of it is not competition. The basis is entertainment. It wasn't originally, but at this point,
television is.
You gonna tell me that fucking the MLB hasn't been
roller derby is
not. Listen, if suddenly wrestling was treated like a fucking just like a normal like boxing, there was no fucking stories. It was just like there's a match coming up. If they would lose a lot of viewers.
If JBL
people would be like, "Oh, they're just gonna wrestle." All right.
Talking like the way you talking.
And then people would just make fan sites of their own shit, and then that would just grow into their own wrestling corporation because people want the entertainment that comes along with the professionalism and the impressive athleticism that is in wrestling. But it is not a competition-based situation, and in that sense, it is less of a sport. It's less of a sport.
It's
less of a sport than cheerleading.
Yeah,
if you watch wrestling, you can obviously tell the people who dedicated their lives to their craft and the people that were just thrown in there because they have a good entertainment-based look.
Fucking ass.
For sure.
He said cheerleading is the same as wrestling.
No, I said cheerleading is more of a sport than wrestling.
What?
You're on crack, bro. You're on crack.
It is because it has a competition basis.
No, it doesn't. Well, it does. It does. You were saying you just throwing some bitches in the air. That's all you doing is throwing bitches.
Just because the winner and loser isn't determined.
I'm not saying it's more difficult. I did not say that. I said it's more of a sport than wrestling.
Just because the winner is predetermined doesn't make it less of a competition-based sport. These guys are going out there and they're throwing their all into that performance.
It's a competition, just like the sense like basketball was a competition-based sport.
What's your definition of a sport? Your definition, not Webster's dictionary definition. What's your definition of a sport, Tyler?
Two teams, or I guess individuals, a group of individuals competing in some type of score-based manner, however it's done, whether it's numbers or judgment, and a winner above all involved is chosen based off of the organic competition therein.
So, okay. I still see wrestling being in the sport. It just don't have the numbers or the scoring.
It's not organic enough.
It all depends on which one you're watching.
It's still
it's literally organic in the fact that it actually makes it better by not making it hard cut on what you do. Because if they did that, it would fucking suck. That's why you have wrestlers that learn how to wrestle and then they develop a personality so that way when they organically wrestle, it's far more entertaining than if a writer was just like, do this specifically. The writing comes in more so on like the drama aspect of stuff. But then when you get into the ring, that's where it becomes more of an athletic situation where the competition is there, but the outcome is determined, which takes away the full organic aspect. That's why if you want to, I'll give it like bottom tier sport recognition, but it's not more of a sport than cheerleading or volleyball. Or fucking golf, or bocce ball, or
golf is horrible.
Fucking what is that shit called? Curling. Curling is more of a sport than wrestling.
Yo, listen, golf is not a sport, my friend. That's a
Golfing
fucking
is a sport.
No, it's not. That's like playing fucking chess. You need fucking physical ability.
Chess is also a sport.
Listen to me. Do you consider some sorts of dancing a sport?
What do you mean? Like
maybe like ballet, gymnastics. Gymnastics is a sense of dance.
Gymnastics is definitely a competition-based thing, even though like they kind of force it into that.
Featured in the Olympics, like gymnastics and dancing.
Right, and there's a score-based system, and the best is chosen.
Maybe in that light, maybe of dancing, some sort of art, like some.
Yeah, so do they, and they've reduced it down to an actual competition.
It's definitely a sport.
Yeah, I see wrestling more of a sport than golf is, though.
Well, but you're missing Tyler's point of the level of competition.
No. I knew his point. I just think he's bugging to say that.
No, the level of competition that is not determined and mysterious. Where it's like you could watch golf, you don't know who's gonna win because that game is crazy.
You don't know who's gonna win in wrestling either, though.
No, but the people wrestling know who's gonna win.
Right,
absolutely.
But people know.
It's just like watching them fucking Floyd Mayweather fight.
And maybe
the two fighters.
So we're not talking about the possibility that all sports are fixed. That ruins all that. That means that nothing is really a sport anymore.
That's the same thing as wrestling.
That makes the playing field even.
Yeah.
But the playing field isn't even in wrestling because the wrestlers know who's going to win.
Just like boxing.
The wrestlers don't know that they're going to win sometimes until the day of or during the fucking
match. Sometimes, but that has to do.
They know regardless, it's still wild. You understand
that's
how
the same thing.
You're playing a baseball game, and it's like, yo, it's game 7.
That's the only difference. That's the only reason. That's the only reason people don't want to call it a sport.
It's a
Them not knowing they're
No,
gonna win is like George Lucas not telling anybody Darth Vader was Luke
The NFL
Skywalker's dad.
script was fucking leaked.
Listen,
it's the same fucking tactic of keeping suspense, so that way it's more of a surprise for everybody, and you get a better on-stage reaction. It's just called keeping a secret.
You still don't know who's gonna win, so it's still a secret to the viewers.
Now you're just describing.
No, but somebody literally told them right before, so somebody knew, hey, you gonna win. Like, that's something we know is part of wrestling. What we don't know for 100% is that every sport is fixed. We don't know that. We have a high inkling that there's definitely fixed games, but it's not supposed to be like that. Wrestling is supposed to be like that in the way that we're talking.
At the very least, one account of every major sport being fixed at one point or another.
Jay, you're still missing the point of
there's like hundreds of games in the NBA played a year.
Yeah, like, all right, they fixed NBA finals and the referees are on the take and all this other stuff. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. But the concept of the sport is not that.
Right. It's not based off of predetermined ends. It's based off of organic competition.
So stop looking at it as the win being predetermined, right? And look at it the same way that you would look at what Macho was describing as a dance routine or a gym in a gymnast competition. Right?
That's why I said I will give you bottom tier acknowledgement.
You're obviously going to score them, and there's obviously going to be a winner, right?
Nigga, Colin don't even like sports. This is crazy for him to like say this. It's kind of funny.
That's what I'm saying. Tyler's sick. You're sick.
I'm not trolling.
They're performing for that crowd, and they're putting on their show.
It's such death.
And just for those who may be listening, I do enjoy wrestling.
No, I can't say I enjoy it anymore. Like I look at wrestling today.
Don't let myself.
You're just not watching the right one.
No, they're all whack, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I know you're not gonna like that, but anybody I see wrestling today is like, these niggas is corny, bro. They have no personality. I don't give a fuck how technically sound they are. That's awesome, but none of them are interesting. They all seem dressed the same. Just none of this shit is fun to me.
Go look at MJF.
12 years old again. When
look
I was 12,
at MJF
I was like,
highlights. Look at MJF highlights. Look at Maxwell Jacob Freeman highlights, and I guarantee you that you'll change your tune.
Is that one wrestler?
That's one example.
So who is he wrestling against that's like him or different?
It says one.
What do you mean?
Like, was it an iconic matchup?
What made wrestling dope? Was
in ring or character? What are we talking? In ring or character?
They're characters. Like I said, they have no personality.
He has.
He ran out.
Listen, he might have personality. He might be dope, but a lot of them other niggas that's wrestling now, I'm just like, this shit is not. This seems so. It seems way more polished and fake now.
Do you want to understand what the key difference is right now? I'll show you exactly why that shit is not a sport.
Wrestling would be
right now.
The next 30 years.
Right now, I'll tell you. That conversation, that was the first conversation we really had getting into shit. And you were talking about a specific wrestler, right? When that happens in a sport, people start talking about stats. We were talking about fucking personality.
Hey yo, and I wanted to say, what's his record, right? Name what's Stone Cold Steve Austin's career record, nigga? Who gives
Nobody is keeping his stunners on record except for super
not the stunners, but they got his wins, his losses on record.
What's his win-loss record? Like, you could look it up, but I'm telling you, that's not some shit people care about off the top of their head. How many times he won the heavyweight championship?
I can guarantee you it is. It's the same.
It's not, because your favorite wrestler is your favorite wrestler.
There are still people tight to this day that Brock Lesnar broke the fucking Undertaker's undefeated streak. A streak that you know is predetermined, but it's a streak that he earned. It's a title he earned.
I understand, but like the way that you're talking about it, it's not because he had the most tombstones ever in wrestling. It has nothing to do with the fact that he gave so many people last rides or that he threw mankind off a fucking cell. That's fucking amazing. That's one of the most amazing fucking matches ever. It's iconic as shit for what the fuck happens because who the fuck is willing to be thrown off? Secondly, and then the accidental slam through the cage, like the amount of shit that has happened is crazy. But nobody is counting that number in the sense of that's what makes them the greatest. It's what their personality was and who their favorite was based off of how they wrestled, who they wrestled, and how good those matches were.
That was based
Right.
organically done or whatever.
In sports, yes, wins and losses are important. However, I think performance is 1,000% way more important than your win-loss record in wrestling, at least.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
But that's my point. Nobody talks about how good, is how many tombstones somebody did, how many stunners they did. But if you're talking about the Bulls versus the fucking, I don't know, the fucking
and delivery as well,
you're gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna go stat for stat, player for player, and see who's doing what, and from that, we're gonna make a prediction of what we should expect on the field. You can't do that in wrestling. Those stats have nothing to do with what's going on in the fucking thing because if they need an upset or if they need somebody to turn heel or whatever they're trying to do, that means that stats can't matter like that. They only matter in the background creation of the overall universe.
The gymnast dance performance, right? How are you statting that?
They get judged the scale for how well their performances was.
Well, the audience is the judge.
The judge,
viewers is the judge.
So somebody like the PWI 500.
No, it's not. No.
It's not the same thing.
No. First of all, there's nobody in the. There's not everybody in the crowd holding scorecards for how well performance was done. Nobody is looking specifically for how well a stunner was performed because if people were looking at that, we would have an actual tiered list of no, they are technically in terms of how they wrestle, the worst fucking wrestler ever. But maybe they're one of the most iconic people that was ever to wrestle. So in other people's minds, they're gonna go up higher. Because Hulk Hogan is not really a great wrestler, but he's a powerful icon. Well, I'm not gonna say great wrestler. He's not an entertaining wrestler at all.
When he got older, though. When he first started, when he was Hulk Hogan in WWF, he didn't know how to fucking wrestle for shit. When he went to WCW,
let's be honest.
When he became Hollywood Hulk Hogan, he became a wrestler.
With Hulk Hogan, it's the same thing with John Cena and figures like that. It's merchandise and childlike ability that drove these people's careers to heights until Hogan turned heel, and then he drove more on the Rebel generation. Whatever.
Nobody talks about Dirk Nowitzki because of his shoes.
Right. But how many times are you gonna see fucking Hulk Hogan or John Cena #1 on the PWI 500 list? Never. Because they're not fucking wrestlers. They're not the people that are putting in the performance. They're not the people that are putting their lives and their bodies on the line in that ring for the sake of the performance.
And yet they've still generated hundreds of millions of dollars for the industry. So it doesn't really matter.
Because they're the face. They're the one that draw the audience in. So that
and to get back to the previous point, there's no fucking scorecards.
No, there isn't.
When he's going, oh my god, he threw him through a fucking chair. He shoved a chair up his asshole. There's no scorecard for that. But when they're dancing, they are looking for specific methods of doing shit. And the people who are dancing, just like the wrestlers, are practicing every day.
There are people out there like Dave Meltzer who are out there scoring these matches like that.
When you understand wrestling, you watch wrestling for quality. You're not looking at this match.
Okay, is Dave Meltzer a part of the production? Like, are they putting his scorecards up at the end of the round, like in boxing? Okay, that's my point.
But it's a different kind of
some random just scoring the wrestling matches, whatever. Because there's so many people who score baseball games at home.
Who cares?
But there are fucking companies that score their matches that way.
So the way that I see wrestling is kind of like how Hulk Hogan or John Cena is in wrestling in terms of what it did for the brand. They're not very good in terms of wrestling at all, but what they did for the brand is undeniable. Wrestling in terms of what it requires to do is top tier, and it's almost like pretty much in an entire lane by itself, which saying it's not a sport is really not an insult, which is why I don't think like you don't need to defend not being a sport as much as you think, because it is different enough to not be called a sport because it's its own fucking thing that it has become. It is pure entertainment that it takes a whole bunch of different things into one. But it is not like a traditional sport, and that's not a bad
No,
thing.
it's not a traditional sport, but it is a sport. That's what I was saying. It's not a traditional sport, but it is a sport.
Right.
Man, you don't want to say that, because if you start lumping yourself into that sport, you're going to be like, all right, well, there's a lot of weird ass non-traditional sports out here.
Yeah, there's a whole shit ton.
But there's a lot of them. Why lie?
I'm just saying, if you want to be in the same tier as carrying shit with your butt 15 feet like they do in certain cultures because it's funny.
Sport? Porn could be a sport.
Okay.
It could. It could be a sport.
What did he say?
He said porn could be a sport.
No.
Okay.
That's just
you know what's
Iron Man matches. You can have an Iron Man match in some porn.
Oh my goodness! You can't have an Iron Man match.
You know what's becoming a sport all on its own? Living.
Living what? Living? How the fuck is living? Living is a sport if you don't understand life.
Extreme summer weather may be a sign of what's to come. Summer in the northern hemisphere is playing out like an apocalyptic movie, a tale of heat, floods, and fire. But scientists warn it may only be a preview of the unpredictable chaos to come in the world that continues to pump plant heating pollution. Whatever. All I'm saying is that
were they referring to all those fires in Canada that sprouted up at the same time in the ways that fires don't do?
The fires in Canada, the rains that made it fucking flood in Connecticut, well, places like other places too, but
summer in Florida in history.
Right. What made the skies orange in New York has nothing to do with what man's doing.
They said that shit's making it over here to Florida.
Yeah, that's all right for y'all. Y'all got swamp gas to combat that.
All I'm saying is that you're gonna tell me, first of all, two things. One, I bet every motherfucker wishes that they listened to Al Gore back in the day, right?
Not really.
Two,
why do you say that?
Because he was the one on greenhouse gases and bringing the economy, the planet back to.
Yeah, no.
Man, we just do that shit since the 40s, nigga. This shit been fucked since the 40s.
He just trying to get some money. Found a new little hustle.
I can definitely show you that I'm a humanitarian, so you vote for me to be president. Oops, that didn't work.
Did you ever think that vegans pollute a lot of this fucking shit too? Vegans make a lot of fucking pollution.
True. You're not wrong, but you know.
You know how much fucking plants and
politics is more like wrestling than wrestling's like a sport.
Fucking fat.
Here we go,
sport, bro.
We trying to leave that alone because we all know wrestling is a sport.
Shit. Shit.
That's not
if they let Congress fight again, that shit would be a sport officially.
I mean, boxing is a sport. UFC is a sport.
They definitely should allow people to throw hands in Congress. Mr. Speaker, I've been trying to fucking talk, and this asshole.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that's not a sport.
Wait, what? What about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, because Jasmine said there's a wrestling Hall of Fame, so it should be like every other sport that has Hall of Fames, but
their Hall of Fame But that's another thing. What's the metric to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame versus the WWE Hall of Fame?
Nothing. Somebody just gotta fucking know who you are.
But not really.
So that's a massive difference.
That's not true. That's not true. There's certain tiers to the Hall of Fame. Like the upper, be in it, but they won't be necessarily on the upper echelon of the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
That sucks.
They're like an honorable mention.
So you can get in and just be like, yeah, you're here, but like you gotta bow to other people.
Wait, hold on, Jay. That's how the WWE Hall of Fame works?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Because no other Hall of Fame does that, where it's like,
That's why
you wasn't really that nigga for real, but we gonna put you in the
You were impressive, but not that impressive.
they've done that in fucking in basketball though.
No, there's
like,
no.
There would be
that's some people in the Hall of Fame that ain't shit, ain't do shit.
Like who?
You want me to go through all fucking 3,000 Hall of Famers? I'm not going through that, but I'm pretty sure there's at least a handful of people that really don't need to be there.
That's arguable, but that still doesn't change the point at hand. That's getting off track.
Dre's point. Dre is right, but
hey, look,
it's hard to defend wrestling. So I know where Jason's coming from. So when Jason's trying to like fucking like make a concoction of, you know, trying to fight his battle here, but it's hard to defend wrestling. It is hard because it's
bro. We fought the right word. And I segued out of it, and we ended up back here.
Hey, all I'm saying at the end of the day is I appreciate me some Attitude Era.
It's the best era.
Politics is more of a sport. They got stats and numbers for the election and the polls and the turnout and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. You just so y'all disrespectful.
Tell me the Rock stat line. Tell me the Rock stat line.
I'm not gonna lie, that it's more of a troll position to say that.
I'm gonna just shoot both of y'all some hypothetical spits in the face because that's you. Y'all motherfuckers is wrong for that wrestling shit.
Yeah, turn my phone away, nigga.
Stone Cold's 2002 season like
fire.
Let me know.
Fire. He was the last one in the Royal Rumble, eliminated by Triple H.
When he won the Royal Rumble,
he didn't win the Royal Rumble. Triple H did in 2002.
Oh, so it didn't matter then. He lost.
I'm about to say, yeah. Like, what was his stats for the game? How do you do?
He had about like 12 eliminations.
That's fair.
12 eliminations.
Like how do you rank a fight in a grocery store?
Huh? What you said?
Like, how do you rank and like rate a fight in a grocery store beyond its entertainment value? Because does it take extreme athleticism to do all that shit they did? 100%. But the whole reason why anybody who knows wrestling will want to sit and watch that shit if it pops up is because it's unbelievably entertaining, hysterical, and amazing that they even thought, well, let's fucking do a match in a grocery store. Let's have this motherfucker come out of the milk and drink that shit like he's drunk. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even saying they wrote that, but like, that's the love of like wrestling and why it's not a sport, because it does amazing shit like that sports could never do. You're not going to see a baseball game suddenly in a fucking Target. Like, that's not going to fucking happen ever. But they could do that in wrestling, and it would be great. Or it could be great.
And it's awesome.
A bowling match is never going to be happening down the aisle of a Walmart except for on TikTok. But you can have that shit happen in wrestling.
It's a fucking sport, bro. It's a sport.
You know what? I'm just going to concede to disagree because at this point, I don't think I can give more examples.
Hey, listen, all this shit started too because I was like, wait, what sport are you talking about?
Can you Siri it? Can you hit up Siri and ask her if WWE wrestling is a sport? Let's see what she says.
Baseball or something like that a little bit. I thought I really was going to say something else.
That's the only sport
I'm just upset that he said cheerleading is more of a sport.
It is. I stand by that.
I hate you, bro.
Bocce ball, curling.
Can you ask Siri if WWE wrestling is a sport?
Horse betting.
I don't want to know what the
dog betting.
I want to know.
Cockfights.
Look, I understand most people's position on Pro Wrestling Entertainment, right? I understand most people's position on that. Yes, because they that company is more entertainment based than they are in the sport. However, if you watch another company like New Japan Pro Wrestling, they are more based on the sport more than the entertainment. Yeah, they have.
Well,
Aren't they the same ones that do barbed wire and shit though?
I said wrestling is a sport, but the wrestling you talking about, that's something different. So we're not talking about Greco-Roman wrestling and Olympic wrestling.
Greco-Roman is a different monster.
New Japan is just like WWE. That's the same type of wrestling.
Yeah, that's not wrestling like Kurt Angle is an Olympic wrestler, got a gold medal. That's
Brock Lesnar and Kane, they were all real Olympic wrestlers, but
like New Japan is the shit that Baki's in, right?
Most New Japan pro wrestlers coming up had to have a career in MMA.
Niggas ain't beating Akuma though. Simple as that. They not fucking with Akuma.
Doing that raging demon on a nigga.
Look, wrestling is a goated medium.
She used to turn dark and go. Oh, you just hit him.
I hate it.
I'll tell you what's the sport all on its own.
I still know how to do it. R1 left, right, box, X, and then R1 again. Fuck out of here.
Nah, I wish I remembered how to do that fucking Akuma special where it blacks out the screen.
The Raging Demon, that's not easy.
This man's over here like I did this earlier.
It was box, X, left, right, R1. And then and that's it. You're done. You just stand there with the back and sit.
Well, the cheat code we need is the cheat code for fame. I'm telling y'all right now, we are just, 13 to 15 people away from subscribing to this YouTube channel for us to be able to monetize. So share it with your friends, damn it. And that's only because they reduced it. They reduced it.
Good.
But still, get this out there. Share it with your loved ones. Let us monetize, motherfuckers. More monetization equals more opportunities for us to get up off this couch and do more things in person with more people, with more fucking varieties of topics, with more merch, more time to develop, more content for you.
More traveling.
That's right.
Right, yeah. We can
more educational content for your adult brain.
Yes. More banter.
More WWE wrestling.
More WWE
right,
wrestling.
Don't underestimate the value of banter. Be like, oh, they don't be talking about nothing. Well, have you listened? We be talking about mad shit. Are you listening?
Right. Because we listened to you guys a whole fucking lot. Some people didn't like the topic-based questions. Episodes we had. Some people loved them.
Who did?
I will say, yeah. Who had a problem?
Some people didn't like that we had live bands or live guests on this show and just made a whole thing about it. But some people loved it. Some people loved the fact that we had witnesses here, or what was it? Aura readers, or people that could tell you what your fucking spiritual animal is.
How about that one girl that came on the show and she was fucking
that's why
she was like autistic, or she had like
this fucking guy.
They never gonna get no
fan, and that's
what I was Asperger's. She had Asperger's. That's what it was.
Some people don't like the fact that we open up our lines and let fans come on and join episodes,
and we hit the lotto.
That's what we do. We hit the lotto comedically whenever that happens.
Niggas just hate.
You know, Dre was like, "What the fuck?" I started.
My point.
I go back and watch that video all the time
to entertain you. So let us know. Give us your feedbacks. Email us. DM us on all our social media platforms. But most
not all of us.
Like, share, and fucking subscribe.
Definitely do that though.
Pull on the threads. I think that's the new shit, right?
Hey, now for real though, if y'all DM me with your concerns, I can promise you I will not give a fuck on purpose. Even if it's something I care about, I'll be like, all right, well, fuck that shit.
We just We want to earn your love and your money. Peace